Hello, hello, and welcome to your daily reading for Sunday, the 21st of October 2018. I'm happy you're here with me, and I hope you are well. The sun is still in Libra, and the moon is still in Pisces, but for some of you, I think very few of you, far in the east, in the eastern hemisphere, it will enter Aries in the night, very early in the morning. So we welcome fire. The most optimistic of the bells. Okay, let's see what are the messages and energies for this very special day. Sunday, the 21st of October 2018. I'm going to pick 3 cards from this tarot deck that I've forgotten the name of it right now, but it's slow. The spiral, the Mystic Spiral Tarot. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what the cards want us to know, what the universe wants us to know. What are the messages for us from the universe itself, from the source? I think this one want to go out. Okay. We have 2 of discs, the Magician, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to readjust the camera. I have to say I like this deck very much. I think the colors are wonderful, and some depictions of the cards are also quite special, but I don't use it that often because sometimes the symbolics are not easy enough or straight enough. I mean, sometimes the sheer quantity of things happening on a card make me digress. Let's look. There are so many ways to read this, but the central image and the central person in this reading is, of course, the Magician. And a very potent one in this deck. You can see the red behind him. The red symbolizes passion and life itself, because this is the color of blood. So look at him. He has everything he needs. He has this what's the name of this figure? I can't remember right now. Not tetrahedron. But it has 10 or 12 facets, and it represents pentacles here. It's like a jewel or a beautiful piece of gold, golden nugget. Then we have cups, we have swords, and the wand, and most of all, the caduceus, which represents the power of the universe itself. It is the infinity symbol multiplied here. So there is unending source of energy in your density, in the background, that you can always tap to. And whatever you plan to do, you can do it. And whatever you want to do with your life, however you want to create it, it's up to you whether you do it or not, and how you do it. That's why this is central to this reading. What you do when you feel you need to change something. Because 2 of Pentacles is maybe the card of change. It also has many meanings. And there's also infinity symbol here, perhaps not written out very visibly, but it is there. And it says what's above is also below. What's below is above. And there's definitely Tuscany here. This landscape is so North Italian, beautiful. So there's growth here, but there's more. This card, usually I read it as a question to you. Do you grow in a direction you planned to grow? Or perhaps it's time to check your course. Perhaps you were so busy with everyday life, because this card is also about everyday life and things just flowing and doing things over and over again in the same way. Like you wake up, you make up your bed. So you make your bed. Then you eat breakfast, and then you start your work, and in the afternoon you finish your work and you make dinner, and you're too tired to create anything. And so this is a question. Where's your goal here? Is this everyday life, just doing what you have to do, just doing your chores? Is it really the direction you want to have in your life? Do you want to take in your life? Or do you want something more? Isn't it a time to reflect upon the direction? Because whatever you're doing and however you're juggling, no matter how good you're juggling your everyday life, the change will come, and you will need to adjust to it this way or another. And you're the magician to do it. Now, another question is whether you let the change or the circumstances destroy you, or whether you use it to create something of sheer beauty. Because generally 9 of Swords, well, this card is notorious. I think people generally regard it as one of the worst energies in a tarot. And you can see in this picture the lady terrified by the death of a unicorn, perhaps the last one. So it's like losing all illusions, losing all what's precious, what's the most precious, what was really important to you, and perhaps even sacred and divine, and now she's losing it. So there's great terror here, and it's unjustified. Why would you kill a creature like that? But this is precisely what we do sometimes, and we do it not only to ourselves, we also do it to others. Or the other way. Not only we do it for others sometimes, but we do it for ourselves. We shatter our dreams. We let our mind to lead us astray in some horrible direction. And sometimes the circumstances are quite unpleasant, and this can also be the mirror of this. Like something unpleasant happens, and your mind is starting to produce visions that it's not going to end, and you're always going to be in a situation like that. So what do you do with 9 of Swords? Because 9 of Swords, in its core, is a card. 9 is a peak performance. So it's a peak performance of your mind. What do you do with your mind? How do you use your mind? Because mind is a powerful tool, but if you leave it untamed, if you don't, how to say it, if you let it behave as it will, if you don't teach it, then it can produce terrible results. But on the other hand, it's like a sword. It has 2 blades. It can make great things. It can produce absolute wonders. That's why I sometimes say that Nine of Swords is also, these are also the circumstances where diamonds are born under great pressure. That's why I ask you about your mind. What do you do with your mind? Do you exercise it? Do you work on it? It's very, how do you say, plastic? Flexible. It's very flexible. And you can teach it to serve you and not to terrify you. That's the power of mind. So the question is here, what do you do in the face of change? How does your mind perform? What do you do with this sword on your table? Do you use it? Because sometimes we refuse to use it for some reason. And we prefer to act with only heart or only with material matters. But this indicates that you should pay attention to your mind. You can change this situation. This card is saying you can change this situation because you are a magician. And you can change it for better, but you can also change it for even worse. That's when the magician is reversed, okay? But I would like to see it this way, that the magician is powerful enough to make this reverse. And this also can happen. You decide what to do with your life. So it can be like that, it can be like this. I'm not going to change my mind right now. I'm just going to let things flow. I'm not going to change my life. It's good as it is. And I'm taking it easy, absolutely easy on everything. Okay? So it's up to you. What do you do with it? But your mind is a very important component of the quality of your life. And I feel this reading asks you to pay attention to what do you let your mind to do? What do you let your mind doing? Problems with English. Do you let the mind dominate your divine power? Or is it a tool that you can use? It should be a tool. It should be useful to you, because mind is a great gift. So, change your mind if you want. Let's see what the oracle wants to add to this reading. Okay. Gonna pick one card. They don't shuffle very well. That's a shame. They tend to stick to one another. And they are quite sturdy, so that's why I'm not just, shuffling them online when there is vision. Okay, one card. Oh, I want to just do it like this. You see, it doesn't spread very well. And I'm gonna pick from this pile. This one. Yeah. The green color. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. I'm gonna look at the explanation of it. (108). Okay. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. So perhaps you can have some information about the way your mind works and how to heal it if it's the wild, because this is the wild mind, left without a parent. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. Okay, thank you very much, and I wish you a beautiful day, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.